NHL insider Chris Johnston to the program. CJ, you just sat on that for us because you knew you were coming on with us, and right before you come on, Seth Jones to Chicago. Tell us about your initial impressions of the deal that you just broke about 8 minutes ago, my friend.
Yeah, I like to save my best news just before we do a hit together, Pat. So, I was thinking of the people there. It's not, I guess, not a huge surprise in the sense that, for the last week or two, this has strongly been rumored. I think the teams have been hammering away at it and still working on the exact return here, but it sounds like Adam Boquist and some exchange of picks, including a first rounder tonight going to Columbus as part of this deal for Seth Jones. And probably maybe the biggest story of it all is that, the Blackhawks get Seth Jones, but they've also signed him to a 7-year extension worth over $9 million. So there's a huge financial outlay as part of this. And man, what a day in the league. We've seen, a few pretty high-profile defensemen change teams.
No doubt. Why is this year we've seen big days before? You've covered plenty of NHL drafts. There's always things that happen, but here we are. The first pick hasn't even been selected, and we're talking about multiple, not only trades but blockbuster trades involving $20 and $30 and $40 million being going different ways. Why has it been so busy today specifically?
There's a lot of things, right? The flat cap has changed the economics for all the teams. You have a 32nd team come into the league, and we saw, a number of trades made last Saturday before the roster freeze kicked in for the Seattle expansion draft. And, I do think the pandemic event has had, impacts that we can't fully see or grasp yet or make complete sense of. Hang on a second. So, sounds like an 8-year extension.
Yeah.
For Seth, but he can't start until July 28th. Just let me tweet this. But ask me another question. I'll send a tweet here.
How about this? You hit that tweet. We'll reset. We're in conversation. This is what NHL insiders do. Chris Johnston.
While Chris tweets that, why don't you just remind people what the trade is?
So the trade, as we understand it right now, Seth Jones going from Columbus to Chicago for Adam Boquist, who was a first-round pick a couple of years ago, and a swap of first-round picks.
It sounds like, yeah, we don't have confirmation on that yet. Chris might be able to clear some of that up as we go along here. That's right now, I think the hang-up on making this deal official is they're trying to figure out exactly what that pick swap looks like. But, yes, multiple picks involved, and it might be only one on each side, but that's what it sounds like. Some reporting out there has a first-round swap of picks. Chicago's 12 for Columbus is 32nd, but no confirmation on that. We'll await. Maybe Chris has got more information on that. But, again, 8-year extension for Seth Jones as part of this. And, Pat, we talked a lot that, Seth Jones, if you're going to trade for him, any team wanting him was going to want that reassurance that there was going to be a long-term extension, and that's the case here for Seth Jones.
And I see, CJ, you have indeed tweeted the news, so you are now back with us as we continue to get the totality of this deal. This is a straight-up blockbuster between Chicago and Columbus.
It is. And so, yeah, it sounds like Seth Jones is actually getting an 8-year extension, but because he has 1 year left on his current contract, you can't actually extend that player until free agency opens on July 28th. So he's not going to sign the deal with Chicago today as part of this trade, but, he will sign it next week. And, massive trade. I don't think it's done here yet either. Let's not forget, Dougie Hamilton's an unrestricted free agent, but he's still out there. Jack Eichel's name continues to circulate in trade rumors. I mean, we've already seen Oliver Ekman-Larsson move today, Rasmus Ristolainen, Connor Garland. I still think that there's more to come in these next few days.